Iowa guy, I wanted to be a part of that.
This is the Hometown Hoops Podcast with Drake Men's Basketball and your host, Michael Admire.
Hey, welcome into the Hometown Hoops Podcast. My name is Michael Admire here on the Drake Sports Media Podcast Network, and we are powered up by Learfield. Just as a reminder, every episode of the Hometown Hoops Podcast is streamed and archived on the Drake Athletics YouTube page. You can also watch us live streaming on the Drake Men's Basketball Facebook page. Another way to check us out is through the free Varsity Network app from Learfield or wherever you get your podcasts. All right, all you got to do, search for Hometown Hoops Podcast, like, share, follow, all that stuff helps us out, mainly the share thing. Make sure all the Drake fans understand how they can tune in and watch these episodes, listen to these episodes. We got a good one here today. The Drake men's basketball team back on the floor this week for practices, and I get a little look into practice from earlier this week. Grabbed a little bit of video from one of the practices, and cool to see not only all the guys back out on the floor, but Owen Larson continues to progress from his knee injury. I see a shot of him right there if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. He is far from a full participant, but he's out there in warm-ups and doing a few shooting drills. There will be 13 players taking the court this fall and this winter for the Bulldogs after reclassifying LJ Rush. Joined the Bulldogs to start the fall semester. Kind of a late progression with LJ, but ends up committing early August and is on the squad here already getting to work. And we'll talk with Braden Appelhans coming up about how LJ has fit into this team that we've heard is really connected already. Of course, coming up, we'll have Braden Appelhans joining us. A couple other things that popped up since the last time we all got together. The non-conference schedule. Here, let me drop this thing. The non-conference schedule is out. Bulldogs will begin where we left off, which I think is kind of fun. It is an exhibition game back in Wichita, Kansas. We'll play an exhibition game against the Shockers of Wichita State. That game will be played at the Roundhouse. More information on that as we get this, but kind of a cool connection. Paul Mills, the head coach at Wichita State, was formerly at Oral Roberts, and so that's where kind of the connection comes in. Him and Hendo used to be in the Summit League. Now they're tangling up in different conferences, but decided to get together here and go toe-to-toe. I think it'd be a good opportunity for both programs to kind of see where they are in October. Another fun thing with this is that Wichita State is scheduled to come to Des Moines next October. Bulldogs will then open up the regular season against Northern Arizona. That a part of the Field of 68 opening 24 hours. That's going to be up at the Sanford Pentagon. And then Drake will have a stretch of home games right after that. A lot of games in early November. You got Robert Morris at the Knapp Center, Simpson on a Monday, and then SIUE on a Friday before the Bulldogs travel to the College of Charleston, going back to where the Bulldogs played a year ago in the Charleston Classic. But this time they're going to be on the road. They're going to be the road team playing against the College of Charleston. They'll bounce back and get a game against Buena Vista before heading off to the Emerald Coast Classic, where they open against LSU. And then you see on the schedule, Western Illinois and North Dakota State coming to Des Moines. That's December 2nd and December 13th. So some Summit League connections. Kind of see that popping up here, which will be good for Hendo and company to play some familiar teams. And then there's that UAB return game everybody had been waiting for. It got pushed off from last year to this year. So a couple years ago, Darren DeVries and company went down to play Yaxel, Luxembourg, and that crew down in Birmingham, Alabama. Well, now they're finally coming back, but Yaxel has gone elsewhere. That'll be a really good game. And then you kind of see how the schedule stops non-conference wise December 13th. Well, that's in anticipation of the conference schedule, where there will be 2 conference games prior to Christmas. So it'll be a home and away. Don't exactly know which one in which order it'll be for the Bulldogs just yet, but there'll be 2 games between December 13th and December 25th that will be on the Bulldogs schedule. So, a good looking schedule right there. Some competition. You got a true road game in the mix, and then a couple really nice home games in the month of December. Also, Drake Hoops Fest, we'll kind of get it all kicked off October 2nd. We're going back to Brennan Skating Plaza. This is the 5th anniversary of Drake Hoops Fest. So make sure you put it on the schedule now, October 2nd. It is a Thursday night. More information on that to come as well. And then it's always fun when number 5 is in the building. Dolph Pulliam stopped by earlier in fall practice. I guess this was last week. Dolph comes by and shares a little bit about his story, his upbringing, and then his experience at Drake. And I think that's always cool to share a little bit of his story with the Bulldogs that are here now and get to understand kind of what led to kind of where we are today. All right, that's a little update on the Drake Bulldogs. We'll have more throughout this fall, but I don't want to waste any more time. All right, today we welcome in Braden Appelhans into the Drake Sports Media Podcast Network studios. And Braden, first off, thanks for joining me here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How is the first week and a half of classes and just the school side of stuff for you?
It's been good, just trying to get into a routine, just trying to get used to all the in-person classes, because I had a lot online at New Mexico. So just trying to get back into a routine, really. But it's been good. It's been a smooth transition so far.
That's great. And you guys have been here most of the summer. So, for a while, it was just the basketball team and a few student athletes in here as well. And now you got the entire campus is going, which is fun. It's fun to see the campus kind of buzzing. What have been your thoughts of just seeing campus rolling here now in the fall?
It's different. It's a lot smaller, but it's good. I kind of tell everyone knows everyone, which is good. So it's more like a family, like a little small community, really.
How big was New Mexico's enrollment?
Oh,
massive.
It was a decent amount. Yeah, good size.
Okay, nice. Well, you may know this already. I know our listeners know this already, but I have a massive soft spot for the KCMO guys. Anybody from the 816, I can be a little nauseating by how much I love my hometown. Grew up in Lee Summit. You grew up in the Blue Springs area. So I'm going to let you stand on the KC soapbox here. What does it mean to be a kid from Kansas City playing D1 basketball?
Originally, I was born small town in Kansas.
Okay, where at?
Hayes.
Oh, Hayes. Okay, that's right.
Very small town.
Yep.
Lived out there for a few years. Then family moved to Blue Springs, and since then, that's where I really just grew up in my whole childhood. But knowing a lot of people before me, went Division I, some went to the NBA. So just making it and following their footsteps, like Christian Brown, Ochai Agbaji, seeing them go D1, it really shows that people from Kansas City can make it.
We experienced a little bit of this last year, especially in that first round of the NCAA tournament game where, you had, half of the Drake roster was from the Kansas City area. And then you had a bunch of guys on the Mizzou roster from kind of the Kansas City area. Mm-hmm. And it was cool to see that, those recruiting grounds of Kansas City, Kansas on such a, on such display in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, we put out a lot of Division I players these past few years. It's been cool to see.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Were you able to get home this summer during the break? And what was that like getting home? Did you do anything fun?
No, really just went home, worked out with my trainer, a few of the guys from like AAU. Went back down to Albuquerque actually.
Oh, nice.
See my girlfriend. Worked out there. But yeah, I really just continue to work out and just hung out with family.
Cool. When you're going back to KC and going through the workouts, what does that look like? Where are you going? Who are some of the people you're working out with there?
I work out with one guy, Victor Williams.
Okay.
Like me and him are really close. I've been with him since 6th grade. He told me I was going to Division I before like I even knew it. Like he told me, I was like, no way. There's no way. But yeah, I've been with him since 6th grade, but we just been at it. Like he's the person in my circle that I'll go to. Anything basketball related, that's who I'm going to.
You've obviously earned your way into the D1 ranks and have a really cool backstory. Let's dive into kind of like where basketball came into your life. What drew you into the sport?
I was started when I was little, obviously, but I was playing a bunch of different sports, baseball, football, but basketball was the one that really just stuck with me because football, didn't like getting hit, hated getting hit. Baseball, I like baseball, sometimes it's a little too slow, but basketball is always up and down, always moving, and it kind of just stuck with me. And I just started to focus on that when I was little.
When did you realize that you were a good shooter?
Ooh. Probably my sophomore year. I knew my sophomore year was like, okay, I can shoot it a little bit. Then from my sophomore to junior, I'm like, okay, I'm a really good shooter. I'm an elite shooter. Like I can knock down a lot of shots.
Very nice. And then what was it like playing at Blue Springs? You were there for most of your high school career. Blue Springs is known for being a football school, but we'll churn out a basketball team or two.
Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun. A few of my childhood friends, we played since we were like 5th grade, and we just grew up playing with each other. So once we got sophomore year, junior year of high school, we were really good just because we knew each other. Like we just had so much chemistry, and that those years were really fun. Especially my sophomore year. That was the most fun just because it was just 4 sophomores just out there just playing. And yeah, it was really fun.
Did you guys make the Missouri State tournament? What was kind of the level of success you had at Blue Springs?
Sophomore year, won districts, played Ray-Pec, lost by like three, and then COVID hit, so they didn't even finish the tournament that year. Next year, won district again. We were rolling, went to Lee Summit.
Okay.
Lost at Lee Summit.
Dang, man. Well, I'm a West guy.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm more on the West side, but I have a soft spot for Lee Summit because I actually went to Lee Summit my first year, and then West opened. So I was there when West opened, and then went the next 3 years at Lee Summit West.
Nice. Yeah.
And then, so your junior year, that was kind of the run where you guys ran into the Tigers and lost. And then your senior year, you and your family, right? You guys make the move to Ohio. It was just you.
Me.
Just you.
Just
okay.
me.
All right. Take us into this story.
Well, starting with AAU, playing with Casey Run GMC. And in the spring, I was talking with our head coach, LJ, a little bit. And he was like, no, you're not going back to public school. I'm like, all right, I'm not going back to public school. So he kind of helped me with like the prep area, just like find the right prep school. And Western Reserve was the best fit for me. And once I got up there, it was so great. I love everyone up there. I still talk to everyone these days. Coach Hutchins, he was the one that recruited me, him and Garvey. They're great people. I love them so much. But yeah, it was great up there. Smooth transition. It was so much fun. Just me and a few guys that just love playing basketball, and we're just traveling the country. Boarding school, so living away from home was a little bit rough for sure at first, but once you got past that, it was great.
We've had a couple players throughout the years that have gone to boarding schools like that. And I remember one, had a player here for a season, Sadar Calhoun. He went to a prep school on the East Coast, and like he had to do like mountain biking in the fall and had to be involved in all these like obscure sports just to be able to play basketball. Were there any unusual requirements that maybe you wouldn't have had in a public setting that you guys had to go through at reserve?
No, not really. We just had a dress code, which is obviously
Okay.
a little weird at first, but otherwise it was just like felt like normal school.
And I read Western Reserve Academy, and I think like there may be some military to it. Was there any of that? No. So it's just a straight up
smart school.
Okay.
Yeah, very smart school. School's a little tough, but I mean, it got me ready for college. Like going into my freshman year, I was already so comfortable with everything. There was like no bumps in the road in my freshman year, really.
Nice. And what city was that in?
Hudson, Ohio, just right outside Cleveland.
Okay. Very nice. All right. So you're in Kansas City for a few years. You go to Ohio for kind of a prep year, a senior year prep year, and then the recruitment doors open. What was that experience like, and how'd you end up in New Mexico?
It was great. Obviously, it can be overwhelming at some times, but I kind of just try to enjoy it because that bunch of schools calling. It was a fun time for sure. And then how I got to New Mexico, it was between them and Wichita State.
Okay.
And I took my visit down to New Mexico. Absolutely loved it. Like I was dead set on already going there. Like the campus I loved, coaches I loved, and then just like the culture they were trying to build. Because Coach Patino was his second year there, so they were all trying to build something, and I knew I was going there right away.
And you get down there, and what was the experience like playing 3 seasons in the pit? I've watched some of your highlights, and it's a pretty fun environment to play in front of.
Yeah, no, pit's fun. Pit's really fun. Fans are insane. The fans are nuts, but they're all about basketball down there. We sold out a lot of games. Every big game was sold out. Fans are so involved. Every time we go out somewhere, they'll congratulate us on the win. Good luck on the next game. Pictures, autographs. It was just so much fun.
That's way too cool. What was it like trying to break into the lineup at New Mexico and playing in the Mountain West Conference, which is a really good upper mid-major level conference?
Yeah. First year, I took a medical redshirt, got surgery on my hand, tore a ligament in there, so I didn't really play much first year. Second year was a little tough just because our guards were Jamal Mashburn, Jalen House, Donovan Dent. We were so loaded at the guard position. It was a little tough. And then last year, really just going in, making shots, just bringing energy. And the Mountain West Conference is tough. Every team in there is good. Boise's really good. San Diego State's always making a run to the tournament. Utah State's been on a run lately. Colorado State's good. Just every team in there is just tough, especially road games. Road games are really hard to win.
Yeah. So from all accounts, you enjoyed your time at New Mexico?
Absolutely loved it.
Love your time in New Mexico. Girlfriend is still down there. All that stuff. So what pushed you into the transfer portal and ultimately brought you to Drake?
Really, when all the coaches, everyone we just all went our own ways. Coach Patino took the job at Xavier, coach, and then other assistants just went everywhere. So I knew it was my time for something new. And right when I hopped in, Hendo was first person to call me. First person to call me because he recruited me at South Dakota State a little bit. And he called me, took a visit here, and I just fell in love with all the coaches, the facilities, the campus, and then I kind of just knew. And it's closer to home, so I kind of just knew this was probably going to be the place for me.
Well, you have had some experience of living far away from home, from your time in Ohio and then to New Mexico. You even pass up on Wichita State, so a place that is not only close to where you grew up, but to where you were born.
Yeah.
And kind of the central western part of Kansas and Hayes. So to come back home, how has it been to be within just a few hours of KC?
It's been great. I know my mom absolutely loves it. She loves it. I've been home almost every weekend I can be. I'm just trying to take advantage of it because I've been gone so long. So just trying to get home and seeing all my family, just hanging out with them as much as I can, and it's been great. I'm really taking advantage of it.
That's great. All right, so you come into Drake, a little bit of a new look on life as you make the move from New Mexico. What were you hoping to get out of a move to Drake, and what has your summer focus been?
I'm really just staying consistent, just getting better on a daily basis. Really just trying to take it day by day, just be really focused on what I'm trying to accomplish here. And that's trying to win a championship here, and do it. Just trying to do whatever it takes for us to win.
You are obviously a really good 3-point shooter, shot better than 50% in high school. We're shooting in the mid 40s at New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And you've definitely got that part of your game down.
Yeah.
What are specific areas of your game you've hoped to improve on? And knowing this coaching staff, where has that support come from?
I've really been trying to work on like my mid-range floater game, which I feel like this summer it's gotten a lot better. And the coaches are they're kind of just letting me do my thing right now, and it's been great. So every shot they say when I'm open, just let it fly, and then just trying to get downhill, make plays for teammates, and then once again just trying to work on that mid-range game.
There's been a lot of talk this offseason, and talk to Coach Klink and Hendo obviously about the offense and just how not only do they want to play fast, they say they're going to play fast. They demand that this is a fast-paced team. How has that transition been for you, learning this offense, and how much do you feel like you fit into this offensive scheme?
I don't think the transition has been too bad because we played fast down in New Mexico. But yeah, if we're trying to play as fast as we can, if we have our first really good look, we're taking it every time. What was the question again?
Yeah, just seeing how comfortable you're feeling in the offense and how your game kind of fits.
I think it really fits perfectly for me. Just spacing the floor, be able to hit open shots when I'm open, and then just get downhill, make plays for teammates, and just kind of just do my thing out there.
Where is your favorite part on the floor to shoot from?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, anytime the ball is in your hand, you are open. And I know from hearing from the coaches, you've got the green light.
Yeah, I do.
Man, I look around at this roster, and it's a good looking team. You guys are obviously have grown a connection in this off season. In these first, this week and a half, adding LJ into the mix as well. Like, how do you feel this group has grown even, this week?
Yeah. Even looking back at June 1st, right when we all got here to now, it looks like a completely different team. We just feel so more just connected. We're just a lot more comfortable with each other, and it's grown quickly, and that's really good for a team that needs to win and wants to win.
And then kind of with this week, what do practices look like, and how's the LJ fitting into the group? I know that's something fans are excited to hear about, just the new guy in the mix.
Yeah, no, LJ's been great. He's been good. He's been picking things up really, really fast, which is impressive for a kid reclassing up and then just joining a team, joining a high level Division I team like right away.
Yeah,
like he's supposed to be a senior in high school. So him just coming in here, picking things up, and then just trying to just understand like our offense and what we're trying to do. He's been picking up really fast, and it's been impressive to watch.
Cool. And how about just the team as a whole? How has this week of practices gone now that you guys are kind of like in a little bit of practice mode?
Yeah.
What do they look like? This
week and last week were more like individual work. Mm-hmm. We put a little bit of pickup, but yesterday was like our first like team practice a little bit together. So yesterday was very defensive oriented for a little bit, working on the gaps, ball pressure, and then we play a little bit 3-on-3. So it hasn't been too much. I think it's just trying to ease us into it a little bit, but I feel like these next few weeks we're going to ramp it up a little bit.
One of the things about teams and chemistry and all that stuff is it can all look really good leading up to November 3rd. And then games start to happen. Adversity starts to hit. Minutes start to get split up. What gives you confidence that when the season starts, that this group will be able to play through any of that?
Just how connected we are right now, and really just supporting each other, celebrating each other, because we know there's going to be ups and downs throughout the whole season. So if you can pick one another up, it just makes it a lot easier.
A lot of veterans on this team, and even for a guy like you, like feel like a young guy, but shoot, you've been playing college ball. This is year 4 for you, even though you got an extra year beyond this, right? Yeah, so you got an extra year beyond this. So veteran leadership helps. So that was kind of like a macro question. How does the team evolve to it? I'm curious for you. You look at this roster. The guards are extremely talented. You've got a very special skill set in being able to stretch the floor as you do. We've talked about, Oku and Isaiah and Will and how that will all work at the 3, 4, and 5. Then you look at the guards with JQ and Owen whenever he gets back, and then Jay Sean. So, I mean, we're rattling off like 6 or 7 guys. There are only 5 guys on the floor. As the competition kind of within starts to ramp up, how do you feel like you're going to be able to separate yourself to be the guy that, here's his name called in the starting lineup?
Yeah, just focus on things that I can control, because there's some things that you just can't control on the basketball court. So really just trying to focus on the things that I can do better, and just continue to do the things that the coaches like to do.
I hear, we talk about the starting lineup, and all of a sudden we're talking 6, 7 guys right there. There are 10 guys on this squad that you feel like, well, really all 13, you feel like could step on the floor and give meaningful minutes and can play at this level, which is awesome to hear. So kind of with that, you look at the guards and the wings, I don't know, what's your kind of like, put your coaching hat on, what's your evaluation of that group?
We have a lot of different players that can do a lot of different things, which is good. We have people that can shoot the crap out of the ball. We have people that can get downhill, make plays. Like, we have guys that can do it all, which is good for a team that wants to be successful and wants to win. Have different skill sets, which is good. You
guys got a ton of variety in this lineup, and that allows the coaches with a little bit of fun. You can play small, you can play really long. I mean, you're 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Yeah, geez, man. That length will play in the Missouri Valley Conference, especially at the position you play. How often have you gotten like confused with Eli Shetler? You guys are like both the same heights, both shooters, tall, skinny white dudes.
Yeah, I thought we would, but nothing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we would, but nothing yet.
We've had a couple new people in our department helping out with like content creation and all that stuff, and we've gone down to practices. And yesterday, the guy that's going to be doing men's basketball this year, Axel is his name. He came up to me. He's like, "Those two, like, I can't tell them apart." He's like, "Which is which?" And I was like, "Well, once they get their numbers on and all that stuff, it'll be a little bit easier."
Yeah.
But I have known Eli for a couple of years now, so it was easy for me. But I can definitely see it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, man. Looking at the non-conference schedule, got a lot of fun games in there. Which one was really kind of jumping out to you most? Get you most excited?
LSU, obviously. LSU. Going to Charleston will be a good test for us. And then that exhibition against Wichita State will be good for us. We'll see what we really need to work on early on, which is good.
I was going to follow up with that if you didn't bring it up. I mean, that's kind of cool going back to Kansas for you.
Yeah. I'll have a lot of people there for sure.
Nice.
Which will be fun, but it'll be good for us seeing what we're good at and what we need to work on before the real season comes, which will be good for us.
Yeah, I love having those games, and now being able to have them publicized and fans in there, and just being able to be in front of fans before that first game on November 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Well, I'm fired up for the season. I appreciate your time. I know you got practice to get to, so I'm going to cut you free.
Yep.
Braden Appelhans, appreciate your time.
Appreciate you. Thank you.